1995. Welcome to
1895.
another another episode of We'll Fix It the Post, Old Ass Movie Reviews, where we review movies pre-1999 for free 99 for your viewing and listening pleasure. And sometimes displeasure. What? Captain Crunch. Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Shocking. Anyway, I'm your host, Don Vega.
And I'm Joe Sonnenblick. But honestly, folks, in honor of Pride Month, Don was just choking on cocks. That's really what he was doing.
Yeah. Allyship is...
It's strong in the Vega household. It's the strongest I've ever seen.
All about that allyship life.
Yeah. He's on a high-protein diet. He's just shoveling shit in his face.
If
You know, he told me before we went on about his workout routine, and I was genuinely impressed. And then he ate 19 sandwiches, downed 8 liters of Pepsi.
You need fuel to burn.
Yeah, and that silo is on fire.
Listen, man, it's starting tomorrow on the 1st. I'm doing a big 180 on the diet regimen. I'm going to be doing stuff like push-ups that I never do. I just don't. I live a lot of ways. I despise having to do things on the floor. I don't like doing crunches. I don't like doing sit-ups, push-ups. So I gotta start doing calisthenics to try to see if that makes some minor changes. Because I'm doing other exercises that still do the movements.
When you lift weights, do you do plyometric style? Do you do like one set will be 120 pounds, one set will be 80 pounds? Because they say that builds muscle faster too, not just doing the same weight over and over and over again.
No, decreasing not the same weight. Yeah, so there is, yes, I do that. The funny thing is, I used to do a lot of gym in the high school years and after high school years. I was a gym rat. But I never was somebody that was studious about it,
Yeah.
And I only found out the other day what compound exercises was.
I still don't know what those are.
I was like, wait a minute. I've been doing exercising backwards. You're supposed to do your largest muscles first.
I don't care.
So if I have Mondays, which is my chest, triceps, shoulders days, you should start with chest, then go to shoulders, then go to triceps, or maybe triceps and shoulders. I forget.
And then Tuesday for you is Kegels.
Well, it's reverse Kegels. It's when you put things up there.
It's June 1st.
So, yeah, I'm still learning. And,
I'm still fat.
I'm still learning. It's like I'm benching. Well, I don't do the bar bench. I like dumbbells.
Yeah.
So I'm doing 70 or 75 each arm.
Right. Right. So we're doing. Yeah. So we're doing.
Start with that, and once it gets a max out, I'll drop down to like 50s and rep out.
And what a great segue into August Wilson's The Piano Lesson from 1995.
That piano was heavy. They couldn't move it.
They couldn't.
Full circle.
Where does the slavery part come into your gym regime?
White people getting paid off of me sweating.
That's fair. Okay, there you go.
Boom.
All right, bang pow zoom. All right, so The Piano Lesson was written. I didn't know it was written in '87. I thought it was a little earlier than that. I thought it was the '70s by August Wilson, one of the great American playwrights of our time. So essentially, he's going to do it again, or he's frozen. Is he just frozen like this? Oh, he muted it, so we can't hear him chewing. No. That's not fair. Yeah. You gotta. Come on, that's ridiculous. You got to give the people what they want. So the cast goes as follows. Boy Willie is Charles Dutton. Bernice is Alfre Woodard. Whining Boy is Lou Myers, the great Lou Myers, by the by. Avery is Tommy Hollis. Doker is the great Carl Gordon. Grace is Rosalind Coleman. Courtney B. Vance, the great Courtney B. Vance, is Lyman. Now, this film is a Hallmark Hall of Fame movie, a television film. So this is our second television film of the month. By the way, we're now a bi-weekly show in honor of Gay Pride.
Yeah, we don't make announcements beforehand. Yeah. We do it in post.
Yeah.
So now you know.
Now you know. Right. Now, this film is about Boy Willie, who's a sharecropper, traveling back home to Pittsburgh and hoping that his sister will let him have the piano, which has some great historical value to the family. It's pre-Civil War, and her grandmother and brother were traded for the piano as slaves.
Yeah.
Bernice wants it to stay in the family, because everybody's picture is carved into it. The history of that family is carved into it. And it becomes clear that the piano is a different thing to everybody. And it's also about really revisiting your past, facing your past, and reconciling, I guess, your past with your family. Because, Boy Willie's kind of an asshole.
But he's also not wrong.
No, he's not. Because it'll break a stigma.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to break a stigma. And you can also see where Bernice isn't wrong either, because she wants the tradition to carry on with her daughter, who has a great name, by the way, Maratha. Great name, played by Zelda Harris, who was fine. Yeah, fine kid there.
She was good. That's the young lady from Crooklyn.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I knew I recognized her.
This cast was fucking crazy.
It's a crazy cast. It's a cast of people that especially, young Courtney B. Vance. This got to be one of the first things he did. This is 95. So that makes him what? In his maybe mid-20s?
He's 70 now.
Oh, he's 70?
He's up there.
No way he's 70.
He's in the 60s or 70s.
Hold on. I don't even think that's right. It doesn't feel right that he's 62. Okay, so
I said 70. 64 is what I got here. He was born in March 1960.
I don't know how to add. I don't know what year it is. It's 1960.
Yeah, he's 64.
Yeah. There's a lot of... So he was...
That is the husband of the...
He was 35 when he made this. Wow.
Husband of the amazing Angela Bassett.
Yes.
Now... That's crazy.
Now, August Wilson was present on this set. He didn't direct it. Lloyd Richards directed it. And Lloyd Richards, he just recently, well, not recently, but he passed away in 2006. And he was a playwright and director. He did a lot of TV movies, and he did a lot of like American Playhouse films. But The Piano Lesson was his big thing. He did a Paul Robeson film. I think that would be James Earl Jones. Yeah. He did a Paul Robeson film in 1979 with James Earl Jones. This is going to be a truncated review because we're tired. We're tired of you people. And you people are the white people.
The whites.
Yeah.
The whites.
This film...
1995, right?
Yeah. It's not as good as the play. I'll say that. And I had... It's funny because when you go to community college, they have certain curriculum that you have to just do. And this play was one of them. And I had to play Boy Willie. And it's just like, well, I'm not black. So what the fuck am I doing? And I could never really...
What school did you go to? Why did they do that?
Bar Manhattan Community College. Well, it's just because we had like 30 fucking people in one class. And there's like 9 people, 10 people in this play. So you have to sort of do something where it's like we would do 12 Angry Men. We would do the piano lesson.
I thought this was mine.
No, it was mine.
What had happened was...
But you don't drink soda.
Yes, you do. Yes, she does.
I was celebrating. So I got the cake.
Wow. You are a piece of shit. A piece of shit. That's sad. You yucked her yum. Oh, you're gonna... It would have been funny if you just threw up into the bottle.
What would have computer?
And then I would have the episode. That would have been the whole episode. We would have reviewed the movie. Yeah, so I had to be Boy Willie, which is not normal, and I didn't want to do it. And I had to. I didn't put on any fake accent or anything like that, but I just did it as me. No, I did it as me, and the lines didn't sound correct.
Oh shit!
They didn't sound correct.
Did it come off right?
Well, it was that part, that scene at the very end where he's like, a man has to have something underneath his feet.
Yeah.
So I did that, which is very meaty. It's a very meaty bunch of lines there.
Yeah.
And you can look. I'm not saying August Wilson ripped anybody off, but you can tell August Wilson was very influenced by Arthur Miller. Very influenced by Arthur Miller in his style of writing.
Mm-hmm.
The long monologues, the long scene. The scenes are long. They're not short. And the musical interludes in the scenes are appropriate. Sometimes they're not appropriate in theater, but for me, this felt really appropriate.
Oh, let's say in theater, which one? Well, which ones stick out to you? Do you think from watching it, the actual play?
What do you mean?
Well, which musical interludes you felt like weren't appropriate
in theater in general?
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Oh, you talking about in general? Or you talking about?
No, I'm talking about in general. No.
I thought you meant this play in theater versus on screen.
Super appropriate. I think. I think that
everything it flowed in. It all made sense. Yeah.
And you had brought up before we started that an hour and 40 minutes for a film like this isn't that long, and I think it's kind of long. I mean, they didn't trim anything, which is good, but I don't know that. I mean, because the credits were like maybe it was an hour and 35 minutes. I don't know that you can trim anything. It's the same way with Death of a Salesman. What the fuck are you going to trim? What fat are you going to trim from there? Yeah. And, if you notice, I guess the scenes I really didn't like in this film were the ghost shit. And that happens.
Why can't they just actually put a ghost?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why they got to look at a breeze?
Well,
that's everybody yell at a breeze.
That's what happens on stage. You never see Sutter's ghost.
That's fine because that's the stage, but it's on TV now. Just put a ghost.
How about the lights just go out?
Do something.
How about the light? Because then it could get hokey when you do the ghost shit. It could really get stupid.
After the third person seeing the ghost, it can get a little bit like, all right.
Well, I guess that's also August Wilson's way of breaking up, because that is more tension, and it's the suspension of disbelief in theater. But I feel like that's August Wilson breaking up the family arguments to go to a historical argument. And it's done really well. The problems with this film are the camera work isn't great. The sound editing is not great. Alfre Woodard is not great, who we both talked about before.
I never said a bad word about Alfre Woodard.
Shut the fuck up.
What do you mean? Our treasured Alfre Woodard, how dare you?
Say what you said. It's an opinion-based show, Don. It's an opinion-based show.
It should have been her, not Angela Bassett. She deserves Angela's career. Angela deserves
Come on, say what you said.
I don't know. Alfre Woodard is an amazing actress. There's no denying that. But everything I've seen her in, she's always at
It's not
some
what you
point.
said.
I think she's got good points. She's got good stuff. But
That's
everything
not
I've
what you
seen her in,
said.
things that I've seen her in, she has gone like over the top, and
She's
it
an
usually takes me
overactor.
out. It takes me out. Yeah, she overacts.
She's an overactor, and I mean, just
Like I thought that she would get better as she aged. Like it would like catch up to her. You know, the overacting.
and
It didn't.
I'll go through some of her stuff where I'm gonna go way back there. She was really bad in Scrooged with Bill Murray. She was
Oh,
really bad in Blue Chips. You ever see Blue Chips, the movie about with Nick Nolte about the basketball?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Don't remember it though.
Yeah, she was not good. The Piano Lesson, Primal Fear, really bad in that.
I remember that. But that was a bad movie.
It's not the worst. Love and Basketball. Just not. Remember K-Pax with Kevin Spacey? Where he's an alien. He comes back to space.
Mm-hmm. She was
Radio.
I didn't see Radio.
Oh, it was something else.
She was in Luke Cage, the Netflix series, and
I didn't see that.
Didn't enjoy her in that.
She was in. I didn't see her in Go Tell It on the Mountain. The James Baldwin. Everybody said that's a good performance, but I would have to see that.
Who played James Baldwin?
No. It's a play written by James Baldwin. Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Oh.
I think it's got to be by James Baldwin. Is that? Yeah, the film adaptation of James Baldwin's celebrated novel. Yeah. I just find her. I don't know. It's too much, and I think Charles S. Dutton was too much as Boy Willie.
I think he was trying to keep up. He was trying
you don't need to
or match her or something. It was
Everybody
I guess
else.
you could tell they're both from the same family. You know what I'm saying? They're both
so.
Dramatic people.
I guess
so.
That. And everybody else in this movie, it's clinics. It's clinics from everybody. Carl Gordon as Doker, clinic.
Well, I don't know, because he's already an older guy right there in this film. So yeah. I don't know how much of his work that I actually know. For some reason, I know his face, and I could not tell you where from.
He was a TV guy, a lot of TV. So you saw him in. You ever watch Malcolm and Eddie and Hanging with Mr. Cooper? He was in a couple of those. He was in Rock with Charles S. Dutton. That's probably also why he got.
There you go. That makes sense.
Cast The Brother from Another Planet. He was in. I mean, he didn't have a lot of credits, but they were substantial.
I do want to rewatch Rock.
It's good. My mom likes it. She watches Rock occasionally. It's good. Lou Myers. We all love Lou Myers. He passed away in 2013. He was in everything.
Yeah.
Lou Myers was in NYPD Blue, Lucky Louie. I think he was in Friday, if I'm not mistaken. ER. Bulworth. Yeah. He was in the Jamie Foxx Show, Living Single. A Different World. Lou Myers.
Yep.
Lou Myers is great.
Played the Major in A Different World.
Yeah. It just. I don't know. There was some disconnect with this that I think.
You know what it is? Do you think that it? And unlike Death of a Salesman, where I felt like they were still.
This felt like a film.
It felt like a film. This didn't feel like a film. This felt like they were, well, at least as far as Dutton and.
No. You said Death of the Salesman felt like theater. This felt like a film.
It felt.
Because
Death of the Salesman felt like theater because of the monologues and the yada yada and the set, obviously, but the acting felt as if it was still like they were aware that they're being filmed and this is not on the stage. If that makes sense. Now this felt as though they were
going
for stage acting, which can be over the top, and a lot of can get depending how good or bad it goes, it can get a little hokey. Like we said earlier.
I don't know.
Charles Dutton was doing a lot of body acting. He was throwing his body around. He was doing a lot of that, which didn't throw me off as much as, like I said, what's his name did. Her stuff threw me off more for
Alfre Woodard.
Alfre Woodard. Like, there was a part where Dutton, like, was talking and he literally just threw himself on the couch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was like, that was strange. But then I guess if we're going with what they're presenting his character to be, just some trying to be happy-go-lucky guy. And
there were a few moments where Dutton, to me, overreached. Like, when he's talking about, hey, I want to play the guitar, and he keeps doing that with his hand. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know who told you what, because August Wilson was there. Mm-hmm. He was there. He was watching him. He was on set. But I think that's bad. That's bad directing, in my opinion. So the trivia, I'm just very short trivia.
Charles, the funny thing is, he reminded me of somebody that I work with that I'm pretty sure has ADHD.
Well, Charles S. Dutton was nominated for a Tony because he played this on Broadway.
Right.
And he recreated this in the production. Okay, fine. And I understand that. But we're not on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to, I don't know.
Throw some nuance in there.
Yeah. The Piano Lesson won the Pulitzer in 1990. The original play was Dutton, Carl Gordon, Tommy Hollis, and Lou Myers, and they recreated stage 328 performances. It's fucking crazy. Alfre Woodard and Zelda Harris starred together in Crooklyn a year earlier. Rocky Carroll was nominated for the supporting feature for The Piano Lesson for his portrayal as the character Lyman. Now, Rocky Carroll, we know him too. He's a classically trained theater. He was in Crimson Tide. He's been in a lot. He's done a lot of video game voiceover stuff. But I think that, putting Courtney B. Vance in that role for this was just such a good choice. He has this great gravitas about him where it feels like he could do anything. He could really do any role. Like Courtney B. Vance is such a chameleon in that way.
He kind of is, yeah. He's like, he's done big roles where he's a big and powerful person. He's done roles where he's a smaller guy, smaller voice, less presence. Yeah, he's kind of a really good floater in that way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The pacing of this film was okay because it moved all right, but then there were moments. Again, I think it all comes down to direction. I think it all comes down to lighting and sound. Where even the very beginning where they're driving, like that shit sucked. That shit sucked. And I think you had the right cast of actors. I really do. Other than Alfre Woodard, I don't know who I would put elsewhere. I mean, I really wanted to watch the James Earl Jones version. That's really what I want to watch. But as far as a film goes, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna judge this a little harshly because it's not great. What did I give Death of a Salesman? A 3.7?
Something like that. Because you don't like Jews for some reason.
Well, no, I love Jews.
You said too much Jew.
No, too much nebbishy performance.
I don't think it's Jew.
Dustin Hoffman's not even a Jew.
You're over-Jewing it.
Dustin Hoffman is not even a Jew. I don't think. Let me look that up. I don't think he's a Jew. Dustin Hoffman. He doesn't feel like a Jew. Dustin Lee. Nobody names their kid Lee. His middle name's Lee. His mother was Ann Byrne. No, those are spouses. Hold on. Where are you from? What do you do?
Married his mother.
Dustin Hoffman, the younger of 2 sons. He's a Jew.
A Jew.
Yeah, he's definitely a Jew.
Oh shit.
Harry Hoffman was his father.
Uh-huh.
And Lillian Gold was his mother.
Oh.
Yeah. Hoffman is Jewish from an Ashkenazi Jewish family, immigrants from the Ukraine and Romania.
Uh-huh.
The surname is spelled Goikman.
Okay.
In the Russian Empire.
Right.
Yeah, so he's very Jewish. Okay, he's very Jewish. So I'm going to change my score to a 3.8.
One might say he's more Jewish than you.
He's the most Jewish. I don't even know how much more Jewish you can be than that. Unless you're like an Israeli flag. That's more Jewish. That's funny.
Yeah.
This is in that same area. It's between a 3.5 and a 3.8 because
racism.
No. Well, maybe. But I gave Dustin Hoffman a 3.7. It's in that area. I said to Don, I don't remember watching this in college, and then the first 12 seconds of this movie, I went, oh, no. Because I did watch this in college. And look, again, if you are a aspiring actor, and you need to watch to get meat, yeah, watch it. But if you're just a schlub sitting around your house and you're thinking about the Hallmark Hall of Fame, I can't recommend this movie to people. I really can't.
So what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it the same exact thing I gave Death of a Salesman, 3.7.
So you said 8.
It's in that area. Okay, 3.8.
It's in that area. That's not how grading works. Your teacher gives you a paper. It's in the area of an A- to an A+. I don't know.
It's an F.
It's an F.
No, this is it's a sliding 3.7 to a 3.8.
I'm doing I can stick at a 3.75.
Why are you doing that? It's I don't know where you're putting
slightly better than you. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I wanted it so much more.
I didn't hate it, but I think the saving grace was everybody else.
Yes. I'll
everybody
say that
else really grounded it, where the brother and sister duo really took things over the top at times.
It wasn't like Jacob's Ladder, where I was like, I can't wait for this to be over. It wasn't like one. It wasn't like that.
Again, one of those things. Jacob's Ladder is just one of those movies that great premise, could have figured
it all out, but you didn't know how to make it.
Yeah, they just was like, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Let's make the guinea chiropractor his angel. Why not?
Yeah, he's screaming at you.
I don't like this. I'm very upset. I'm very, very upset.
And then he was almost the same exact guy in 29th Street, but much better.
I'm very upset. My heart. We got the money. Oh,
that was so good. I got the ticket. It was such a great line. We got the ticket. It's such a great line. 29th Street. I mean, I might just rewatch that again soon because I really love it.
I couldn't
believe it. Good.
I couldn't believe it. Hey, domestic box office 1995.
Go ahead.
Let's swing through the top 10.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let's see. Well, this one wasn't in the box office, so it wouldn't be on this list anyway. This movie, right? It was TV.
No,
right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be on any list. I don't think.
Right. All right. So let's see. What's at the bottom? Wild Bill at 200.
About Wild Bill Hickok?
Apparently, it says it made $2,000. The early career of legendary lawman Wild Bill Hickok is telescoped and culminates in his relocation to Deadwood and reunion with Calamity Jane. Came out December 95.
Bro, it's Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
That's just a good cat. Walter Hill. This is a good director. This could be a good movie.
Well, we still have a month to figure out. We want to do all the
Westerns?
worst. No, the bottom of the list. Well,
Yeah, we could do that. Bro,
You
this
know?
cast is nasty. Jeff Bridges, Ellen Barkin, Diane Lane, John Hurt, Keith Carradine, Bruce Dern. That's a nasty ass cast.
yeah, man.
That could be a good movie.
All right. Mortal Kombat came out this year, number 17.
Wow.
Hmm.
Slow
That's
year.
great. It made $70 million.
Yeah? And then it got annihilated
Well,
by
it
annihilation.
beat out Dumb and Dumber.
No, because Dumb and Dumber came out in 94. So this is...
No. Yeah, well, sorry. That's August 95 for Mortal Kombat. I clicked on the wrong one. Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, December 94, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Anywho,
Top 10, what do you got?
Congo came out that year also. That was number 13.
The movie sucks.
This top 20 is interesting. So the top 20.
Yeah.
20 is Outbreak. Well, 21
Wow.
was Braveheart. 21 was Braveheart.
Okay.
Oh, 23 was Bad Boys.
Okay.
Clueless was 25.
Clueless is a great movie.
Babe was 27.
I don't like Babe that much.
Jumanji was 32. That might have came out in 94, though.
No, that was 95.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was December 95.
Jumanji's
I love
fine.
Jumanji.
It's fine.
Yeah, I love Jumanji. It's the Brady Bunch movie came out that year. That was
So
33.
bad. So bad.
Pulp Fiction, 35.
That came out in 94.
Okay. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Not a bad movie.
No, not a bad movie at all. Is that the one with the ooze? Yeah.
Yeah, the Ooze. Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, I didn't hate that one.
No, that was fine.
Anyway, Judge Dredd, 48.
Very bad.
Heat, 53.
That's unbelievable that Heat was 53. Heat's one of the greatest. In my opinion, is the greatest crime drama ever made.
Powder,
Wow.
55.
That movie sucks.
Friday was 63.
Uh-huh.
Billy Madison, 67. Operation Dumbo Drop, 70.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I love Operation Dumbo Drop. Fantastic.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Not fantastic.
84.
Not fantastic.
Heavyweight,
He tried something. Heavyweights?
89.
That movie should be number 1. Look out for Salami Sam.
Street Fighter, 96.
So bad.
I would rewatch that. I would do a review over that. I actually think that's one of those movies that I love, and I know it's bad, but I love it. Every time I watch it,
well, we could do a Street Fighter Mortal Kombat 1 hour review. We can knock those out in one episode.
That's one of my favorite movies. Like Mortal Kombat is watchable, and but Street Fighter is good. It's just campy, and that's just like if you're not down for that, then you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yes. Okay, number 20, Outbreak. Number 19, 9 Months.
Hugh
number
Grant?
18.
I think Hugh Grant was in that.
Yeah, Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Finds out his longtime girlfriend is pregnant. Commitment phobe, realizes he might have to change his lifestyle for better or much, much worse.
Or you could just leave her.
Which I'm sure was an option.
Mm.
Dumb and Dumber, 18. Mortal Kombat, 17. The Bridges of Madison County, 16.
That movie sucks.
Get Shorty, 15.
It's okay.
While You Were Sleeping, 14.
Never saw it.
Congo, 13.
Sucks.
7, 12.
Really good.
Dangerous Minds, 11.
Wow. That's high.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fine.
the one with
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, Coolio.
Yeah.
Number 10, Waterworld.
Wow. That's one of the worst movies ever made.
$88 million. Number 9, GoldenEye.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 8, Crimson Tide.
It's good.
Number 7, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
I don't know if I saw is that the third one or the fourth one? I don't know if I saw that.
That's the one with Samuel Jackson.
I don't think I saw that one.
John McClane and the Harlem Stoneworker are targeted by German terrorist Simon in New York City, where he plans to rob the Federal Reserve building.
Maybe I did see that one. I mean, they all sort of blend into each other.
6, Casper.
It's fine.
I remember liking that. I think I saw that in the theaters. Number 5. They had like a really good merch.
Yeah, I do remember the merch being really good.
I remember the toys being super dope. McDonald's, they had McDonald's stuff.
Did.
They had a movie
theater. They had the little pocket thing that you opened up and you played in there.
Yeah, cool shit.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura, number 5.
It sucks.
Ace Ventura when nature calls.
You know that movie. Any Ace Ventura movie you watch now is going to be super fucking problematic in a bad way.
Really bad. Number 4, Pocahontas.
The Disney?
Probably. It's 141 million. Yeah, Disney.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's fine.
It looked great. Still fucked up, but.
Did you ever see The New World, the movie with Colin Farrell, made by Terrence Malick, where he plays John Smith, and it's like a real, not
where Pocahontas is 13.
No, not Terrence Malick, Michael Mann, who did Heat. It's really good, really underrated.
And Pocahontas, a 13-year-old little girl who these white men captured to take across to the New World.
They might have cut that scene.
Got it.
I remember a happy ending. Just like you remember all your happy endings.
Thanksgiving. Number 3. You tell me. Number 3, 2, and 1. What do you think? 1995.
Number 3.
You want some clues?
I would have to have some.
1 is animated. 1 is animated. 1 is based on a historical event. The other is a large IP. 1, 2, and 3. Animated, historical event, and then big time IP.
Okay.
Intellectual property.
I understand what IP is.
Maybe the listeners or viewers do not.
Animated Toy Story?
Yeah, number 3.
And you said, what'd you say, second one?
Historical event.
Historical event, 1995. Speed was not a historical event.
Was it though?
Could have been. Historical event, 1995. Okay, let me go to the first one. You said
it doesn't have to be of 1995.
No,
it's
of course not.
Based on a historical event.
Okay. And the first one you said is a big intellectual property. So that means, what does that even mean? What does that mean? Big intellectual property. What is that? That could be anything.
Like
anything. What do you mean?
Like what? What's an example so I can tell you how close or how stupid you are?
Like a website? Like a website's an intellectual property.
Idiot.
But it is.
As far as movies concerned, what do you think of when you think of a big IP? What does that mean to you? But that makes money.
Aliens.
Right.
Alien. Star Wars.
Exactly. All right. So you're on the right track. So you do know what the fuck I mean.
I know what you mean. But
so then why did you ask me what do I mean?
I don't know.
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know. What came 95? Star Wars, Star Trek, Indiana Jones, no. Mission Impossible, no, that was 96. That's gonna be hard, huh? I don't know. 95. And you said the other one was based on a historical event. And then Gettysburg.
What? No.
That was a movie, Don.
It's not that. They both came out in June.
Oh, Schindler's List.
Wrong.
Saving Private Ryan.
Wrong.
Is it about World War II?
Nope.
Well, what else was there?
Major Pain came out in 95. That was number 60.
That should be number 2. What else was there?
Dead Presidents came out in 72. Number 72.
What?
Grumpier Old Men. That's
it wasn't good.
What? I love Grumpy Old Men.
Well, Grumpy Old Men is good. Grumpier Old Men is not good. They didn't need to get grumpier.
I like Grumpier.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but they didn't need to get grumpier. I get it.
Tom and Huck.
Casino?
No.
That was 95.
Well, be that as it may. Where did that come out in 95? I don't see it on here at all.
Definitely came out in 95.
The Jerky Boys. 138, The Jerky Boys.
Jerky Boys, hell of a film. Batman Forever?
Batman Forever is number 1.
That is insane. That's the
Batman Forever is number 1. That's
worst
the big IP.
Batman. Historical. And you said Crimson Tide already, so it's not that.
Batman Forever was starring George Clooney.
Yeah, very bad.
No, not George Clooney. Sorry.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer as Batman. Some other random white dude as Robin. Uma Thurman as the Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
The Riddler was Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
What's his face? Played Harvey Dent. Two-Face. That's what's his name? Tom Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones, yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones, yeah.
Dead Man Walking? Number 2? No.
Nobody. Incorrect.
I don't have the answer for number 2.
All right. Well, here's Apollo 13.
Fuck that movie. That movie sucks.
Apollo 13, starring Tom
Hanks and Gary Sinise.
Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, Gary Sinise.
Movie sucks.
And Ed Harris.
Ed Harris is great, though, but that movie sucks. Noah Baumbach made his debut film that year, too, called Kicking and Screaming. That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's become a hack, though. Okay. This was a short review. This was good. Every 2 weeks for the summer, everybody. And we don't know what we're doing. Do you want to do shit month movie next? I'll do shit month movie. Shit movie.
July. Junk July? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's June. June is next.
No, sure.
Go to June.
No, we gotta do June with the gays.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I'm thinking Birdcage.
I'm thinking a movie with Robert De Niro and Philip Seymour Hoffman called Flawless. What do you think about that?
What's it about?
A drag queen who gives a cop who had a stroke lessons in singing so he can rehabilitate himself. And Philip Seymour Hoffman plays a drag queen.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
Yeah. I think next month will have to be... I don't know. Being that we just named several movies, that we'll do our best. It'll most likely be bi-weekly.
Yeah.
But if we jump on and do an extra episode,
you'll be here.
Then you're welcome.
Yeah.
You know. But because that does sound. There's a lot of good stuff.
There is.
What about the one with we could do the one with Ving Rhames plays the drag mother.
What is that?
You never heard of it?
No, I want to see that.
It's a very famous
Ving
movies that black people make points about how the white man is.
Holiday Heart?
Yeah, Holiday Heart.
It's but it's a television film again.
Yeah, it is. And it's 2000, so
and Alfre Woodard's in it again.
She is.
And I don't want to do that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, he plays I do recommend it for people to watch it. It's not great. Not great, but watch it.
Everybody watch it.
After losing his police officer lover, Christian drag queen Holiday Hart. Why is it?
What? This sounds bad. His name is the movie.
Holiday Hart Ving Rhames meets 12-year-old Nikki and her drug-addicted mother, Wanda, who Alfre Woodard is playing the drug crackhead mom. Hart finds relief from heartache and a renewed sense of purpose when he steps in as a father figure to Nikki and welcomes the two women into his life. But when Wanda becomes romantically involved with her drug dealer, Silas, it may endanger Nikki and threaten to destroy the makeshift family.
So that sounds bad.
Who is it? Let me tell you.
Boy, that just sounds not great. I gotta say,
we'll be watching this movie at some time.
And I'm somebody. Look, I'm down for a not great movie if I know it's going to be not great. Me and a buddy from work were talking about this, and we were talking about because I don't like superhero movies, but if I know a superhero movie's not going to be great, like I'll fucking watch Judge Dredd because I know how bad that movie is.
But people like that movie.
Well, they're stupid.
No, people like that movie. People don't hate Judge Dredd.
But like,
no, is it? I think it's the remake that people like more.
Oh yeah,
the one. Yeah, people like that one.
I saw that one too, and I did like that much more than the original, but it was way less campy. You see, I need my superhero movies to not take themselves so seriously. That's why all these Marvel movies, in my opinion, they just take themselves way too seriously.
I don't think. You haven't seen them, so you're basing that on
the last one I saw was the first Iron Man, and I said, I'm stepping away from this.
That was dope. You're a fucking crazy person.
It's not good. It's just not good. It's just stupid. And people and actors want to aspire to be that now, and that is so wild to me. It's so wild to me.
Here's the earliest gay movie. I mean, it's not obviously the earliest gay movie ever, but it's the earliest.
Don and Friends.
And on IMDb, this list here, it's got 1984, Another Country, based on the life of young Guy Burgess. Who becomes who becomes better known as one of the Cambridge Spies.
Hamburger. Okay.
And then we got My Own Private Idaho.
That's a great movie. A great movie.
Stars River Phoenix. I don't know if I know any movies that River Phoenix has ever been in.
You've seen Stand By Me.
I probably have seen them, but it's not something I can recall from memory.
You've seen Stand By Me.
Yeah. Philadelphia, 1993.
Movie's okay.
Now when HIV's fired by his law firm because of his condition, he hires a homophobic small-time lawyer as the only willing advocate for a wrongful dismissal suit. Yeah. Who's the homophobic
I believe lawyer? It's Denzel.
Oh. And who's the...
I believe it's Tom Hanks.
Ah. Huh. Well, it could have been problematic if it was... Either way, it's problematic.
Yeah, I didn't cast it.
Yeah. 1996, Beautiful Thing.
I never saw that.
Starring Glenn Berry, Linda Henry, Scott Neal. Jamie is a shy teenager, often bullied at school. His neighbor, Steve, has a rough time at home, being beaten by his
like Australia.
Brother. Yeah, it's just his name is STE.
Yeah, it sounds Steve. Like this was made in Australia.
This issues brings them together, and they find out what they feel for each other and more than a friendship. This movie is called, and it's NC-17. This movie,
what do you got?
1997, starring Lothair Bluteau, Clive Owen, and Mick Jagger.
What's it called?
It's called Bent.
I've heard of it.
In 1930s Berlin, a gay Jew is sent to a concentration camp under the Nazi regime.
That's got legs. That's got legs.
Nuts. NC-17. What the fuck is going on in that shit?
I think you know. But
this one is French. It looks like.
Come Undone. Find it.
This one's 2000. That's not good.
No.
All right. So everything else, at least a part this is concerned, is out the window. But yeah, lots of gay. Capote, 2005.
Oh, we could watch that on Tubi. Bent.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That's a good cast. Ian McKellen. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jude Law. Paul Bettany. Wow.
Jesus.
It made no money. $500,000. Sean Mathis. He's a director. Never heard of him. I mean, that's something I'd be down to. We could put that as a third because I'm going with Flawless as mine.
We got, let's see here, 1986, something called Desert Hearts.
I never heard of that.
One of the first wide release films positively, because we can't just do all dudes. Let's not be ridiculous. This one is about one of the first wide release films to positively portray a lesbian relationship. Desert Hearts is an enduring entry into the sapphic canon. Yada yada. University professor Vivian Bell, Helen Shaver, travels to Reno for a quickie divorce. She doesn't expect to fall in love with Kay Rivers. Patricia Charbonneau, a sculptor, and the divorce's ranch's adopted daughter.
Okay.
Love, Simon. I saw that one. That's 2018. Dog Day Afternoon.
Yeah, it's great. Pacino and Cazale.
Trans representation in the Sidney Lumet directed classic about a bank robbery gone wrong. Probably wouldn't win any GLAAD awards today.
It wouldn't, but
Sonny's lover, a trans woman named Leon, Chris Sarandon, who needs money for gender confirmation surgery, is consistently referred to in the film as a man. However, Dog Day Afternoon was perhaps the first major motion picture to openly and sympathetically portray queer characters, even flawed ones, as figures deserving of the audience's love and support. What initially seemed like a comedy about an inept criminal proves more complicated as we learn about Sonny's motivations for robbing the bank.
Yeah. It's great.
Interesting.
It's a fantastic film.
Interesting. Okay. Pink Flamingos, 1972.
John Waters.
John Waters has worked hard for his nickname as the Pope of Trash. Okay. Though best known for his mainstream movies, especially Crybaby and Hairspray, the godfather of raunchy queer cinema originally made his name as director of wildly offensive, chronically X-rated cult films. Perhaps the most iconic of these is Pink Flamingos, starring frequent Waters collaborator Divine as a criminal who learns that she has been named the filthiest person alive.
Yeah.
And sets out to defend her title from a pair of jealous rivals.
I think that's when she eats the dog shit in that movie. No. It's really good. It's a really good movie. Pink Flamingos.
I'll believe you. I don't want to see it.
Pink Flamingos is really good.
The Bitter Tears, and this is a list I'm reading from Harper'sBazaar.com. The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant, 1972. You ever heard that?
Nope. Well, I've already picked mine, so you've got some thinking to do.
Lesbians. You got Go Fish, 1994. Rose Trochet.
French film, yeah. I've heard
Shiva of it. She lasted in 2020. Orlando, 1993.
No, that one.
Tilda Swinton.
I love Tilda Swinton.
An immortal English noble person who transformed into a woman after several centuries of living as a man. I mean, is that okay?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've got mine. Now
Cruising, 1980.
Cruising's one of the worst movies ever made. Al Pacino, as a detective, goes into gay leather clubs. It was really... It's famous how much William Friedkin and Al Pacino hated each other on that set. It's really terrible. And probably scantily homophobic in a way.
The description, and this is Harper's Bazaar suggesting it. It says, a crime thriller set against the backdrop of a 1970s leather scene. Cruising is a polarizing film with a complicated legacy. All right, so they're telling you off the rip. Yeah. When it came out in 1980, mainstream audiences and gay rights activists alike were scandalized. The former due to graphic sexuality, and the latter on the grounds that it portrayed the LGBTQ community in a bad light. By contrast, director William Friedkin alleges that much of New York's leather and S&M community actively supported the film and participated en masse as extras.
So 63 guys loved that film.
63 dudes and chaps. In leather assless chaps.
The other 80 million of you, I don't care.
What's the problem?
What leather?
What leather? They have cocaine. In recent years, though, the film, which featured Al Pacino as a New York cop who goes undercover of the city's S&M scene to investigate a serial killer targeting gay men, has been reevaluated and is now considered by many as a classic. Love it or hate it,
It's not
Cruising
a
is a
classic.
touchstone of queer cinema history. I'm vaguely interested in seeing that.
I mean, I would rewatch it with you because I probably haven't seen it since high school.
Here we go. Something black. Took them long enough. Something called Young Soul Rebels. Described as a part thriller, part gay love story. Young Soul Rebels, a film not often included in U.S.-centric best gay films lists like these, is nevertheless a touchstone of black, British, and queer cinema. Taking place in London's punk scene in 1977, the film investigates the murder of a black gay man and the violently apathetic response of the city's police force. The protagonists, a pair of black pirate radio DJs, one of them in an interracial relationship with a white man, must navigate the hostility of the state and the rise of skinhead culture while trying to uncover the truth behind their friend's death.
I'd see that.
Young Soul Rebels, 1991.
Let's see where that is. Young Soul Rebels. That is nowhere to be found.
1990, Paris is Burning. Before Pose and RuPaul's Drag Race, there was Paris is Burning. Shot during the late 1980s, Jenny Livingston's documentary is a definitive record of golden age New York City drag ball culture, featuring interviews with house founders as Willie Ninja, Angie Extravaganza, Dorian Corey, and other fixtures of the ballroom scene. To this day, the film remains an enduring record of what it was like to be black, Latinx, or queer in New York City during the height of the AIDS crisis. I have heard of this. I've never seen it.
I'd see it.
Paris is Burning. It's definitely something I've heard of. Oh, The Watermelon Woman. We did that.
We did.
Cool. Look at us. Did you see Call Me By Your Name? Did you like it?
I didn't like it. No, I didn't care for it.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember you telling Nikki.
Yeah. Same thing with Blue is the Warmest Color. I didn't care for that either.
Birdcage, 96. I love that.
I love the Birdcage.
Let's see.
Look, I care for you. I do.
But I'm a cheerleader. 1999.
I'm starving. Please.
Something about
I have to eat before I go to work.
My Beautiful Laundrette, 1985. This is starring very young Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, I know. I know this movie.
He looks pretty gay. Private. Oh, they did a good job. He looks gay. The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, 94, of course, yes. And Beautiful Thing, 1996.
I know that one.
Happy Together, 1997. This one
is
Wong Kar-wai.
Yeah, Wong Kar-wai film. Great. Wong Kar-wai.
Yeah, I want to get some diversity in this.
I'll watch Happy Together. I'll fucking love to watch Happy Together.
Yeah, I never seen that one.
Yeah, Wong Kar-wai's a master.
Okay. So we'll look for the British black punk scene one. It's
on Criterion.
Perfect. We'll look for Wong Kar-wai.
That'll be on Criterion or HBO Max.
We'll do the one
Flawless.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can find that. Here's my Just Watch app.
That was a good list.
It was.
And we'll do the leather scene.
You want to do? I'll do it. And I'll do it. Flawless is on Prime Video, Roku, Tubi. It's everywhere.
Maybe we can get some guests. Maybe we could get Felly into one of the episodes again. A couple other friends.
Yeah.
Figure it out. All right. That's that on that. This is another episode of We're Fixing to Post old ass movie reviews, and we kept it under an hour.
Yeah. Unless you talk for 55 seconds.
I could.
Don't.
It's possible.
Do not.
It's happening.
We're leaving.
It's doing.
Yakubi and Joe.
We're doing it.
Yakubi and Joe.
This is done. On the mic.